Hey Cancer, I have a very, very, very special message to give y'all before you get into your reading. I already recorded your reading, and I like to look at your reading before I upload it. I listen to it for sound, all that, and you'll see in the reading I mention a very strong connection, a very strong energy that pops up and has popped up in the last couple of times that I've done y'all's reading. It's a Capricorn, and it's very overwhelming. And I wasn't going to mention it, and I do mention it in the reading, and you'll see. This is me coming on right now speaking to you after I've done the reading. But when I went to watch your video that I just filmed, I say in the very beginning, 2014 reading. Okay, I don't believe in coincidences. And in your reading, there's a lot. I'm getting overwhelmed now. There is a message for someone here, and I was going to re-record, but the spirit said no. I'm supposed to give this message, and wow, it's just very overwhelming. I'm an empath, so when I feel things and hear things, and then I'm also connected with the other side. So I had a Pisces reading that I did in October where someone from the other side came through. And it's happened again with you guys. So for some of you, there is someone from the other side that was a Capricorn, or something about 2014. Either they passed in 2014. However, Capricorn 2014 resonates with you. But I do have a message from the other side. So I want you to just keep an open mind. I did go ahead and pull the Golden Memories card. That is the card that shows itself when there is a message from the other side. I didn't pull that in your reading. It didn't come out, but I'm pulling it now just to give myself some support in this, because there is a message here for someone, and I don't mean to take up all this time. I'm only going to be on here a few seconds, but it's very important that someone hears this, and I didn't want it to get missed, so I decided that I was going to record this and put it before the message. And after this, we're going to get right into the November 2018 general read. You will hear me say 2014 only because that was a message for someone from the other side. So just keep that in mind. Real quick, shuffling my postcards from the Spirit deck. There is a message here. Okay, here's the message. I'm going to read this, and this is definitely for someone or for a group of people, but this is a direct message from the Spirit. It says, "As you think, so will you experience life. Thoughts are that powerful, and they need minding. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so they serve you or get released instead of wreaking havoc. These thoughts arise when connected to energy of fear and often masquerade as truth. Yet the real truth is that essentially all is well. Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organized, accepting, creative, open, and so on. Those are the ones we want you to keep thinking, and they have a less frantic quality. They're stimulating in a good way and don't get away from you. How do you keep an inner eye on your thoughts? Meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. Everyone has those fearful thoughts. Love them, love yourself, and then choose the thoughts you want the world to reflect back. Life is not as hard as you think. Loving you so much. I have chills. This is the message. This is the postcard from the spirit, from the other side. My chakras are going crazy right now. I had to share this message. I'm going to get off here. I don't know who this is for. I don't know. I have to go through with this. I was not going to do this. Spirit said, I need you to do this. So this is a message. Someone that has passed away, Cancer, is encouraging you. And once you watch what I've already recorded, which I will play after this for you, right after this, you're going to see this makes sense. I can't make this stuff up, people. Look these are the cards from the reading I've already done for you, okay? And I'm going to edit to make sure everything looks right. And I hear myself say 2014. Now, I already explained to you guys in your reading that there is a Capricorn that is like wanting to say something. So when I go back to listen and I'm about to upload this, out comes this message, out comes this. So here I am. I'm delivering this. I don't know who this is for, but I am just the messenger. I have to do what I'm told to do, because this is my purpose and this is me walking in that. So again, I don't know who this is for, had to deliver it, was prompted to do so. And so yeah, here is your November 2018 general read, even though you'll hear me say 2014, and I'll even mention this Capricorn that is sending you a message, or sending you a message about Capricorn or 2014. I don't know. It'll make sense to y'all. So if anybody knows what I'm talking about here, please, please, please comment down below. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get to your reading. Cancer, welcome to Star Tarot. This is your 2014 general reading. And I just want to say that if you are returning to my channel, I thank you so much for doing so. And for those of you that have taken out the time to like, subscribe, share, and comment, those have been really appreciated. They keep me motivated to allow me to continue to do what I do here on this channel. If this is the first time that you're tuning in, I want to welcome you. The message here is not going to speak to everyone. There's no way that a message could speak to hundreds and thousands of individuals at one point in time. So I just encourage you to pick up what I'm putting down that does resonate with your personal situation, and simply leave the rest. The other thing that you're going to want to do, if that does tend to happen where you feel like bits and pieces of this does speak to you, is look into your chart, and for your moon and your rising signs, go ahead and check out those readings, and those readings may help fill the gap. Now, if for any reason none of this does speak to you, I invite you to get a personal reading. The information is down below on how to book one. That way we can dive right into what is happening with you, what will happen, that sort of thing. And even if you do feel like this does resonate with you in any type of way, but you do need some additional information, you always want to give yourself the opportunity to know what's going on, know what you need to do, and be able to move forward. So again, personal readings right now are at $25 as a special, and I'm going to continue to do some specials from now on. I did a special last month, and it went very well, so well that this is why I'm getting this reading out rather late here. But I am trying to get back on track. I also have an Amazon store, so for any of you that are light workers and are watching today, or for any of you that have your own oracle or tarot cards and you like any of the decks that I'm using, I will list everything that I'm using. I'll briefly mention them throughout, and you can just go ahead and click right into those links and purchase them. So I just make it really easy for you. The deck that I'm going to be using majority of today is the Fountain Tarot deck, and that is what we're going to start off on. But I will have other decks that I will use for clarification and things like that. So just know the information will be there. So we're just going to go ahead and get right in, Cancer. Now, I will let you know that last time I did your reading, and that was mid-month when we did the Let's Read Your Partner, and today, for some of you, there is a Capricorn that you're dealing with. I don't know who this message is for, but for some of you, or one of you, I don't know, there is a deep connection with a Capricorn, and it's intercepted my reading last time and today. And so I don't know if this is someone that may have passed on and wants me to let you know that they are present and they were a Capricorn, or there is a deep connection with a Capricorn, but definitely some Capricorn energy that has come into play today and last month. I am an empath, so I do pick up on energies, and it's so overwhelming that I said this time I'm definitely gonna say something here. But I am very excited to see where you guys are in your mind space. I do see that there is a lot of self-awareness, there is a lot of positive thoughts, and even some progression here. So I'm just so excited for you guys, Cancer. Starting right off with the Hierophant here, being your overall energy, I am seeing that there is wisdom that you are embodying. It's like a inner wisdom, some peace, some assurance. It's looking like you're searching for the truth that makes sense for you. You're looking deeper inside of yourself, and for a lot of you, you haven't found what it is that you want to do, or what your purpose is, or even how you feel about certain aspects of your life, and you're really wanting to take a closer look. What is complementing you at this point in time is the Fool. This is a fresh start. This is seeking new opportunities. There's almost a childlike excitement when you're thinking about this new start, this new possible opportunity, and you're really willing to take a step outside of the norm and really get some self-discovery and seek some self-fulfillment. So that to me is really exciting energy. I always embrace anyone that is wanting to start something fresh. They're choosing themselves when it comes to moving forward in their life, and this looks like you guys are definitely getting in alignment with what you want and what you need, and you're really excited about it, and you're really taking it seriously at the same time. Now, with the Four of Swords and the Knight of Coins, I am seeing here that there is a lot of time, quiet time in your mind that you are taking to get to this discovery. So you might not be sharing this information with other individuals. You might just be going within, taking some time out for yourself, or you might be yearning for some time for yourself. Maybe you haven't had as much time and you're seeking some more time for yourself so that you can figure all of this out. But I do see that there is some quiet space or some quiet time that is needed here, and you may have already started to gravitate towards that energy. Now, with the Knight of Coins is, it's someone that really moves in a slow, methodical pace. So this is someone that really takes their time, does the checks and balances, and wants to make sure that whatever they put their stamp on, whatever they invest in, whatever they produce, is really something solid. And so in this quiet time, I feel like you're really trying to make sure that whatever I am trying to manifest here, I have to make sure that this is something that, for my reputation's sake, is going to speak something positive. For my own well being, is this something that I'm even passionate about? Some of you have had some good news recently that has come to you that has to do with increasing your income or a new possibility, and you are taking that quiet time out to make sure that you're checking all the details, making sure that you're up for the job, possibly wondering how you can make this be a victory, coming up with some creative ideas, but also looking at the details to make sure that this is what will work for you. You know, this is a very serious matter, and even though in the childlike, dreamy state of possibilities that the Fool brings, there is a seriousness to you that knows that it is time. You want to step out as if you were a child that has no fear and is willing to take risks, and you're willing to take some risks, but at the same time, these risks are serious. I stepped out on a serious note to manifest something, and when I step out, it has to be right. It has to be my passion. It has to represent who I am in a positive way. And so there is this slow, calculated posture that you're taking. Now, for some of you, that has some really great news that has come your way. You know, you are so excited about this, and you're wanting to move forward in this, okay? And so you want to make sure that you're going to be reliable and dependable. That's what I'm hearing. I want to make sure, because this might be a partnership, or this might be something that is given to you as, hey, I want you to work on this, and you're just wanting to make sure that you are up for the job. You're going to be the one that can handle this. You know that you want to, but you want to make sure that you're going to be highly effective and dependable. And this also could speak of travel. So for some of you, this offer that has come has to do with you traveling for this new opportunity. Now, with the Ace of Swords here, you know, this speaks of mental clarity, and that is what needs to happen at this point in time. And it looks like you are doing that. You know, this is taking the posture of, what are the possibilities? How do I, you know, take care of this? But also, let's take a look at myself and some of the situations around me. And so you're just trying to get a lot of clarity as to who you are in this world, what you are bringing to the table. And you're having the need for a lot of strength, because this is someone that is very determined, ambitious, and this is long-term success. So what is needed at this point in time, you're needing to be in the mindset of, whatever you're trying to do, whatever opportunity comes your way, you need to have that powerful mental clarity that this is something that should be of long-term success. You need to have some mental clarity in order to produce this and to keep this going long-term. So for some of you, there is some things that you're going to need to clean up on your side of the fence when it comes to your mental space, because there is something inside of you that wants to manifest. And for some of you, there is something that's already been offered to you, and you have to make sure that you have cleared your mind mentally of anything that could possibly hinder you. Now, here we go again with quiet awareness. We saw that with the Four of Swords, and we're seeing this again with the Temperance. So you need to take some quiet time, some inner listening, And you need to really get your mind at a space that is going to be in harmony with what you are wanting to do. So, for instance, if there is something that you're trying to put together for a project, but you have all of these things around you going on, or if you have this negative mindset, excuse me, that is, well, I just hope that this happens. I hope that I could do a good job at this. And I have all these things to do. Those mental thoughts need to be cleared. You need to embrace some positive thoughts because you need to bring harmony into what you're about to do and what you're thinking. So, mental clarity that is going to be able to produce something positive is starting with you. So, not only should you take the time out here in Four of Swords of what you want to do and what your purpose is, but you also need to do some mental clarity of anything around you that may hinder you from moving forward and keeping this positive mindset. I am hearing that for some of you, you'll get excited and you'll start to mentally put some things together, but there is no gas in the vehicle, so to speak. So it's like you buy the car, you gas it up, you get inside, you drive for a while and you're feeling in bliss, but then you run out of gas, and then it's like you just get the hell out of the car and you walk home. It's like you don't drive it all the way home, is what I'm hearing. So we need to make sure that this mental clarity, this harmonious conjunction between what you're thinking and producing something. And with the Ace of Coins in your past position, this is allowing me to see that with my intuition of what I was just hearing and feeling, this is creating something new. So in the past, you have decided to create something new. In the past, you might have even started something new. But this is a reminder to stay grounded. So just as I said, for some of you, you have started some things and have never picked them back up, or have thought about starting something and never even started. So in the past, yeah, you had a lot of great ideas. You started some things or thought about starting some things, but this is a reminder to, get yourself in order mentally to really drive this thing home. And I'm feeling like this is really important to you, and don't get caught up in the fact of I should have just did X, Y, and Z or whatever it may have been when I thought about it, and now I just don't know how to start. That's the type of thinking that I'm talking about that is going to hinder you, because you are now worried about what you could have did, should have did, and now you're not doing anything in the present moment. So with your near future energy, I'm seeing a lot of childlike thought process. Not saying that there is childish ways or behavior, but it's almost like when you think about starting something new, it's like when you were younger and there was the anticipation of summer coming, or a holiday coming, Christmas coming. You get so excited. And with the Page of Cups here, this is a childlike curiosity, joy at the thought of a new development, imagination. So it's almost like in the near future, you're going to have a lot of mental creativity that makes you so excited. It's like a magical time for you, and you are waking to yourself. And for some of us, we do need to drop this adulting mindset that we get into. I say this all the time, and what I mean is, when you're younger, you are more apt to take more risks. you are more apt to try new things, and you almost feel like you can do anything, right? I mean, when we were younger, we just really believed that we might find a unicorn in the field somewhere, even though people may have told us, there's no such thing. There are certain things that we believed in. There were certain things that we just knew that we could do, even though the odds were against us. And that's where we need to get in our mind space a lot of times in order to create something, in order to take that leap of faith, because as you get older, we lose some of that magical mindset that says, I can do anything as long as I put my mind to it. And I know that sounds cliche, but then what comes in after that is a lot of self-doubt, a lot of, let me live in reality and let me just, get a job and work a 9 to 5. Well, a lot of us are not built that way, and that's going to cause us to be miserable in our lives. And so here I'm saying with you, Cancer, is that you are getting so excited as if you were a child again, and that's what's going to drive your passion and your curiosity and your creativity to move towards this, whatever it is for you. And this is nice to see. You definitely need this in order to fuel you and to push you into the next stage of your life. Alongside of this, I do see that there is, with the Five of Swords, there could be some inner bullying that happens, or there could be some situations where, like I said, people on the outside, oh, that will never happen, oh, you're reaching too high for the stars, you're imagining things that can never manifest. So for some of you, there's that. I do see some form of manipulation. There could be someone around you that sees you about to go into a new direction and seeing you so excited about whatever this new opportunity, project, or mindset is in order to create something for yourself. So there might be someone here that will try to manipulate you and into not doing this or having this mindset, because they are either envious of this or they feel like they're going to lose whatever connection that you have to them or whatever you're able to provide for them. Now you are now going to be focused on your own thing, is what I'm hearing. I'm also seeing that for some of you, you feel like, yes, I want to step out, I want to do this new thing, but I'm afraid of being humiliated. I'm afraid to do this. I'm afraid to share this with the world. I'm afraid to share this with my friends and family because they're going to think this is absolutely ridiculous, absolutely absurd. For some of you, it's a social media thing. Whatever you're working on, whatever you're doing, you know that you're going to be in the forefront or need to be in the forefront, and there's this fear of doing this on social media. So there is a energy here of wanting to move forward, but having something alongside of you. It might be your inner bully, it might be someone on the outside that is doing this, there might be some manipulation, or there might just be some fear that is trying to set you back. However, you still have this daydream, this imagination that is saying, but wonder if I could get over this. What does this mean, for me? All right, so what we're going to look at next is the outside influence is the Six of Wands. So the universe is pushing you along and allowing you to be very enthusiastic. So even though there are these self-doubts and these concerns, the universe definitely wants you to manifest something. So they have your back here, and you are feeling a lot of enthusiastic thoughts about moving forward. And this is what's superseding anything else. So the way that this works is there might be individuals around you that are doing things that are inspiring you, or you might be somewhere and someone comes up to you and says, hey, let me tell you about this new opportunity. You could be watching TV, or you could be listening to a podcast, or there's little clues all around you that every time you go into self-doubt that are hinting, you know what, you could do something like that too. So the universe is really working hard to get you motivated by using other people and things to keep you hopeful and enthusiastic about what your possibilities are. So that is the outside influence. Now, what your influence in this situation is that you are really determined. You are really taking a stand to say, this is what I want to do, or I know that I need to get my ish together mentally. I need this mental clarity. So with the universe working and you being on a real defense of, yes, I need to do this, and in determination and ambition, I'm going to get my stuff together because I got to figure this out. So for some of you, if there isn't a specific thing, there is something that you're fighting for, and you're fighting to find this specific thing. So that's a nice collaboration with yourself and the universe here. I mean, look at these two together. There is definitely some powerful energy here. So that is really nice. For your hopes, you are wanting to have prosperity in whatever this is. And I'm hearing life purpose, passion, your passion, what you're supposed to be doing here on this earth, your life purpose. What you really want is prosperity in that. For some of you, it does equal dollars. You want to have some financial freedom. I mean, who doesn't want to? But underneath all of that, you do want to be prosperous in your life, period. You want freedom, period. You don't want the worries of how I'm going to pay this bill. You don't want the worries of how much time do I have to get this done. You just want to be prosperous in every area of your life. And that's what you're hoping for. And that's why you're so determined to figure this out. Now, what your fear is with the King of Coins is that this could be a male figure for some of you in your life that could be a Aries or Taurus. So for some of you, you might have an Aries or Taurus. This could be a father figure. This could be a partner, a family member. There might be someone around you that you are in fear of sharing what your life purpose is. That might be someone that has a very high, what do I want to say? They might have a very high title, or they might be very wealthy. And what you're wanting, as far as prosperity, might seem a lot to you, but might not seem a lot to them. So there might be someone that you feel might look down at what your life purpose or passion is. Or this could be you're in fear of, for some of you, gaining too much success. There is a fear sometimes that, if I get all these things, will I still be humble? I know that is one of the fears that I used to have. But this also can speak about, just having fear that once you get to a certain level, that the order of stability, won't be there anymore, that you'll lose it, and that, anytime you do something that is going to cause prosperity, there are risks that you're taking. There are sacrifices that you're going to have to make. And for some of you, you're just looking at the sacrifices that you would have to make to get here. And then there's also curses and blessings. So for some of you, it's like, okay, So yeah, I get all this prosperity, but then, you know, how am I going to know who's really for me and who's really against me and who's just not trying to be around me because I have this newfound prosperity, success, that sort of thing. So you do have some fears when it comes to that, which I think is great to have naturally to think about, because a lot of times people don't think about that. They just want the money, they just want the success, and then they just have all these people around them and they're doing all these things for people, and they're not really aware that there is another side to success that can lead to demise. So the fact that you are thinking about this really shows that you are balanced and that you are having some mental clarity when you're thinking about all of this. But again, the Knight of Coins, you're at that slow space, that slow pace rather, in your quiet space to figuring all this out. And that's what the beauty is when you do take out the time to look at all the details, you are ready to look at what the possibilities will be, even in the event of success. So it is good, but don't let that hinder you. Don't let that stop your flow. Now, the good news for you, Cancer, is that with the World card being in the position of outcome, this is closing an old cycle, starting anew. So I am so excited to see that there is going to be some mental clarity. There is a lot of self-awareness. There's a lot of taking the time to look at the details. There's a lot of childlike, enthusiastic behaviors and mindsets that will allow you to stay motivated. And so for Cancer, this is really great because I know sometimes that you guys get this bad rep of being, you know, really emotional. And you guys are emotional in a sense, but I think that right now you are using your emotions towards what you want to do, towards your passions, looking at your life purpose here, and knowing that you need clarity. I mean, this is a very, as much as we see this childlike, you know, mindset of getting something started and being excited, there is a lot of maturity with this. And with the balance of the two, this is definitely going to get you far. So with the childlike excitement, that will allow you to start something new, and with you being more mature and more serious, that will allow you to close out some of the things that are no longer serving you in your way, or will allow you to make adult decisions to move forward. So this is why I can totally see that things are going to come into completion and renewal. So this is really amazing. Now for me, I don't feel like this is love. I feel like this is more life purpose. This is passion. What do I want to do with my life? Where is my life going? And so what I want to do is I'm going to pull some cards from my life purpose deck here. So y'all just give me a second. Let me just get this out because I don't really use these as often. I love them, don't get me wrong. It's just that I didn't really anticipate using them today, which is so horrible. I always do put them out alongside of me, and I just don't put them out as often because, like I said, it doesn't really come out in a reading as often as love or anything else does. So let me just get these out here and get these right and shuffle them, and I will be also pulling from some other decks here. So y'all just give me 1 second. I want to make sure that I get this out here. All right. Okay, but really exciting times for y'all. I really am excited. And this is my Life Purpose Oracle Cards deck by Doreen Virtue. So let's just see. Spirit, please give us some more insight on Cancer's life purpose, their passion, their current situation. What can they look forward to? What is the advice? What do they need to do? Give them some direction. Love and light, give us the eyes to see and the knowledge to know. Options, yes. It says, consider the career possibilities that are open to you. Yep, so you're going to want to consider the options. What are the options, you know? And that's where you were in the Four of Swords, mindset. Like, what are the options that I have? Do you have some options that are right in front of you now that you may not have considered? Or, what are things that you would choose as options? All right, heart's desires. Okay, this came out and says the angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. Yeah, so it's almost just like what we were talking about, your outside influence with the Six of Wands. The universe is allowing you to talk to the right people, hear the right thing being said, and it's just like, I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that everything happens for a reason. And so for me, I feel like if you ran into someone or you saw a sign, when you were driving in traffic that spoke to you and said something about anything that you've been interested in, now hiring, or have you ever thought about this, or join our, whatever, just pay attention to the signs around you. I am going to pull some, these are going crazy already. I am going to pull some, and I haven't used these in so long either. I'm going to pull some Goddess Guidance Oracle cards here, because these really will give you an idea of what strength you need to pull from within yourself. All right, so you guys got focused intention, okay? This is the Diana card, and it says, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. Yes. Oh my God, this is all coming together for you guys, right? And that, to me, if you look at the swords here, that speaks again with the Ace of Swords. This is mental clarity. So with these two, we talked about getting your, whatever your outside influences are, as far as your feelings, your family, whatever your day-to-day things are, getting those things, cleared up, cleared out, and having some really focused intentions on what you want to do, okay? So I'm going to pull one more card here from my Wisdom of the Oracle deck here that I love so much. Okay, wow. Cards are speaking to y'all today. Fork in the road, okay? So, let me this is number 13. I love the messages that this deck brings. You can use a lot of like yes or no questions even with these, but they really, really speak to you in so many ways. So I am going to read the message for this, and this is the message. It says, you've come as far as you can on this part of your journey, and now you're faced with a choice. Inherent in this choice is the need for change, for evolution, and for bettering of your circumstances. Narrow it down to just a single question. Who do I need to become? And what do I need to believe in order to live a life of prosperity? Oh my God, chills. Answer honestly and from the heart. Then the decision about which way to go will be effortless. Know that abundance is all around you. Choose to see it, and it will be easier to settle on a direction for the, turn the page, for the way will be made clear by your intuition, which knows how to steer you toward your well being. Whew. Okay, Cancer. I'm hearing that now is your time. Now is your time to make some very serious decisions on what you want to do in your life. Time is ticking, and you have some things that you need to produce here. So I want you to have some focused intention on getting this mental clarity, taking the time to be in a quiet space, taking some slow consideration as to looking at the details. I want you to step out, okay, and stay grounded. And you definitely want to, keep this childlike imagination going. And don't worry about the people and things that are around you, okay? Don't even feed into that, because the universe has your back. They are not allowing you to miss any of the signs. So be aware and be conscious to the things that are being said around you, the things that you're seeing, the people you run into, because you are determined, you are ambitious, and so there is prosperity coming, and you will put the end of a cycle, an old cycle, for something new to happen. You do have options, and you are to follow your heart's desires, okay? Cancer, this is so exciting. This is one of the most exciting general readings that I've had so far. It always seems to be about like love, 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 and I never know what it's going to be, but this makes me happy. I am all about life purpose. So if you are interested in a personal reading, certainly check the information down below. If this does speak to your situation, please comment, share, subscribe, like all of that good stuff. Y'all got me excited about, the rest of the day. So there's a lot of exciting energy here. And as an empath, I'm fulfilled with it. And so I thank you. It's almost a gift given to me just by being able to deliver this message to you. So take care, Cancer. Be kind to yourself. Give your time to yourself, okay? And be aware and conscious of all of the things around you. There's clues all around you to keep you motivated. The universe is definitely on your side. They want you to succeed. They want you to walk in your purpose. So do so, okay? All right, well, I'm excited for y'all. I'll be sending you blessings and positive vibes from afar. I hope to see y'all on the other side of your reading again, and love you all in love and light.